Okay. Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. Can you see me? Oh, yeah.
I still see. I see this one. Let me go out of here.
No, if you go back subscription. I think it should tell you who's live. See, it should tell you live. So click on that. It should tell you live. Okay.
Perfect.
It should tell you live. Okay. Yeah, put it on mute. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. And then and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share this. Oh, I can share. Yeah. Copy. Yep. Let me just see. Let me see if I can. He wants to definitely join. Let me see if Daphne is available to join. Daphne. Oh, let me see if she can join. Tina. Let's see. Let's see. Colette. Let's see. Oh, just do Madi. Oh, would you do me a favor and just go to and just hit? Let's see if your emoji works. Do a heart emoji.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
That was a good movie, Shanique.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
What
He
movie
looks
did you
just
watch?
like Michael Jackson.
He does.
Oh, you watched
Yeah.
the new movie? Okay.
Yeah.
What you up to?
It's still in the theaters?
Huh?
It's still in the theaters?
I don't know. No, I had it on demand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Did it work?
Yeah, I see the hearts. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And you can say something. You can type something if you want. Like, hey there, I'm here. Just so I can stay on top of it. Oh. Oh, hey, it's Jadira. I can't wait to see all the plants.
And then Allie is there too.
Oh, hey, Al. How are you, Al? Thank you for your support. I can't hear you, but I do appreciate you coming on. And I have my friend Yadira here. Oh, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
She's here for moral support. So, listen. Oh, hey there. He said, hey. I'm all about being, on time. And I know it's Sunday, some people are still, coming or going or coming from church or whatever. But I want to kick this off. But thank you so much for joining. You guys all know me. I'm Shay. So I wanted to do just a little bit of housekeeping, just so you know how this all is going to work. Okay. So today's the very first out, Spivey. plant sale for Plant Essence. My vision is to have something like this once a month, and also to get the viewership up as well, right? And I do apologize. I have kind of like two platforms working. So yes, this is on YouTube because I have enough subscribers. You have to have at least 100 subscribers to actually go live. That's the same thing for Facebook as well. So eventually I want to move it to Facebook where we do lives and the plant sales live through Facebook. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Facebook channel, which is Plant Essence, at Plant Essence and Facebook. So you'll know it's me when you see like a little green jungle bus. It says it's a pop-up jungle, but you know that it's for Plant Essence. So how this will work today is I'll show you a plant. I'll tell you the name of the plant, the pot size, the price, and how many we have in stock. And you mark down, you know, which ones you like to participate in, which actual plants that you like. Oh, welcome. Somebody's oh, my live is breaking up. I'm so sorry. Okay. One moment. All right, so we're gonna check to see. You know, some people are having issues with it breaking up. So, like I said before, I'll reiterate it. So, how it's gonna work is I'm gonna show you a plant, tell you the name of the plant, the pot size, the price, and actually how many we have in stock. And then what you, the participator, will do is you'll go to the Plant Essence Facebook page. Again, I do apologize. We're using two platforms, but right now I have enough subscribers to go live on this channel. Facebook, I'm trying to get there. So if you haven't done so already on my Facebook channel, if you could go to Plant Essence on Facebook and just click follow. So follow on that page. Once you do that, there's a post that I posted back in on June 12th. So majority of the plants are there within that post. So you see the picture of the actual plant, and underneath the caption of the plant, of the picture of the plant, there's the price of the plant in that. So like I said, majority of the plants are there. I do have some new items that I just acquired, which I'm going to share with you, those particular plants. Now, once you select the plants that you want, what I need you to do is go to your email address and simply put in plantessence77@gmail.com and say, you know, put in the subject line, plans to purchase, your information, your name, and your phone number, and just, oh, it's still broken. I'm sorry. I'm still breaking up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lynn, if it's I'm having issues with the live stream. I do apologize for that. I'm not sure. Raise your hand if everyone else is having issues with me coming in sounding broken up, because if that's the case, I'll have to. So you're saying I should try on my mobile phone? No. Okay. All right. Am I coming in garbled or broken? Oh, okay. Oh, Lynn Martin, if you, I don't know what you're using, but if you try on your smartphone on the YouTube app, I don't know if you're using the YouTube app or a web browser, but typically if you're using the actual web, the application on your phone, the YouTube application, it should come in a lot smoother. So I don't know, but I think I'm coming in okay, but it may be just your connection. But sometimes if you log in, log back out onto the live, it should clear itself up. So, all right. All right. I do apologize, Lynn, and thank you for joining. Okay. So as I was saying, like if you go to your email address, let me see, I'm on my phone. Let me log out. Yeah, log out and make sure, Lynn, that you're utilizing the application and not your web browser within your phone. So sometimes that will make sure that will come in broken. If you're using the application, it comes in a lot smoother. All right, so you selected the plant you want. You go to your email address. You type in the email address for Plant Essence, which is plantessence77@gmail.com. I'm just going to type in the chat, email plantessence77@gmail.com. Okay, so that's the address for the email address for Plant Essence. And what you're going to do, you're going to take screenshots of every plant that you like, and you're going to send that with as an attachment to the Plant Essence at gmail.com, plantessence77@gmail.com. So you're going to send that. So for the plants that are not posted on Facebook, like I said, there's pictures of every plant that I have, majority of every plant. Out, Spivey, out with the price of it, but there's some that I'm going to showcase you that I just acquired, so I don't have them in that original post. Once an email has been sent with the picture of the plant that you want, you would just order, and I'm going to send you a Square invoice back to you, and the invoice must be paid within 24 hours or the order will be canceled. So again, email me what you want, pictures. The ones that I don't have, you don't have via pictures, I'll send you, like you'll have the name of it. If you like that particular plant, you just include that in the body of the email. Like, hey, listen, the plant that you showcased on the live, I like to purchase one of those, and make sure you include that in your email. Once the invoice is sent, it has to be paid within 24 hours or the order will be canceled. If you ghost invoices repeatedly, unfortunately, I have to not complete the order and probably ban you from doing it. I don't anticipate that will happen. That's the case, but I just wanted to kind of put that disclaimer out there. If I send an invoice and it's not paid or fulfilled and it keeps happening, yeah, that's not a good thing. So as far as shipping, if temperatures are below 40 degrees, winter protection is available, but right now we're in the thick of summer, so I don't anticipate the plants getting into like a frost or anything like that, so we're good. Also, please check your plants after 2 weeks or so, because they have to acclimatize to your climate in your home. As a new plant parent, I know it's very enticing. You find a plant, you have a pot, and you want to immediately pot it up. Try not to do that, because plants they're living organisms. They don't like their roots touched. They're coming from a greenhouse and then they're going to a home which doesn't have like big windows or a lot of humidity, and they just sometimes they go into shock. So don't shock them with unpotting it and then repotting it. So that's just an FYI. But at some point you can repot it if you wanted. Allow your plants again to acclimate up to 2 weeks. There is a 14-day return policy. If your plant dies within that 14 days, you could either return it. I give you a new replacement plant, or I give you your money back. That's not a problem. But after the 14-day window, once you receive the plant, after that expires, there's nothing much I can do. They're living things, you have to make sure you do what you need to do as a plant parent to keep them, happy and thriving. And also, by sending an email and placing your order with Plant Essence, you acknowledge and agree to the terms included, including shipping terms and timelines, as well as the 2-week window after you paid for it, after the invoice has been paid. It can take up to 2 weeks to have your plant shipped to you. So I do anticipate it being a lot quicker, but I just wanted to put that out there that it will take approximately 2 weeks for your order to be shipped, because shipping plants, it's a whole science. I mean, you have to make sure it's packaged right. We're talking about delicate leaves. We want to make sure there's no damage, or it's in transit and it gets damaged or knocked around. We just don't want that. Also, I will try my best to kind of read through some of these things if that's okay, periodically. So, got you. Oh, thank you so much, Yadira, for putting that. I do appreciate that. She's such a great assistant. Yay. All right, so let's get into it. Let's have some fun looking at some plants. Okay. All right. So the first plant that I'm going to show, and this plant is actually on that original post from the 12th, is one of my favorites. It's actually, I had this plant. This is one of my first plants getting into into the the plant world. This is the Alocasia poly. Okay, or some people call it the Alocasia amazonica or African mask because it's kind of shaped like an African mask. And this is actually one of the easier going plants that I've had, and I've actually been able to propagate it with their corms and actually have them all propagated around the house. But I absolutely love this plant. Very easy to take care of. You just have to make sure that you keep the soil moist, not soggy. And she's a happy girl. She's a happy girl. I have a few of these in stock. I think I have about 3. But she's doing absolutely amazing. And also, while I'm at it, because I have a pot, I just wanted to share with you. This is my personal pot, but you can this kind of give you an example of, kind of plant styling. Not only do I like plants, but I like styling my plants and making sure they look cute in their decorative pot. So, but see how this kind of looks, guys? Isn't it cute? It's like this nice little round vessel, and then you have your plant stuck in it, right? Sitting in it. And one thing that in the plant world, we typically, when caring for our plants, and I know I mentioned this earlier, you want to get your plant and repot it immediately, and it's probably not the best idea. I would say about 75% of my plants, the plants in my collection, are still in their original nursery pot. And they're just happy. And what I typically get is I use a decorative cash pot so that, if there's water or something like that, it's not like submerged in water, but I just maybe have a little inch of water on it, depending on the plant. But it keeps everything nice and clean. Like, let's say a leaf starts to go kind of yellow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. And maybe I need to go check out the roots. If I have it potted, and let's say the plant has been acclimated and it's really kind of rooted in there, sometimes I have to break the pot to get to the roots. And you don't want to do that because you spent your money on the pot. So just keeping things nice and clean, you just put it in its decorative pot. You may want to put some sheet moss around it so it looks like it's actually planted, and it's not. But in the houseplant community, a lot of the pots are just for aesthetics. Just for aesthetics. I just wanted to tell you that. So again, Alocasia poly, aka African mask. This is 4-inch. The price of this one is $15.99 for this one. Okay. And I have 3 in stock. All right.
Perfect.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad. So glad, Lynn, that everything's working well. Awesome. Okay. So, dear, would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you type in the chat African mask for $15.99? So she's such a great assistant. I love her. Okay. All right. So now moving on to something a little bit bigger, something that is a little less, it's common because it's a fern, right? But it's not common because it's very frawny and whimsical. This is the asparagus fern. Look at her. Oh my God, I love her. And I love how the fronds just kind of come out and look, and she's so beautiful and lush. This is a 6-inch pot. Now, if you know anything about ferns, they do like to stay in a humid environment. And I actually have this one and a few other ones in an area where the humidity is really, really high. And I also occasionally spritz the the fern with distilled water. Not a heavy spray, but just like a light mist. And this keeps the plant happy. And where I have it, there's actually some new growth. It can get nice, big, and bushy, and just very, very like I just love it. It's very whimsical. I wanted to show you too. This is another type of fern. I have a small one. This is another type of asparagus fern too. I love them both. They're very like wispy, very, very romantic. Like, I do appreciate this. But ferns do really well in high humidity, as well as they adjust well to lower light conditions. And they don't want to be in high light, no direct light, because it will definitely burn the delicate fronds. So this one, 6-inch, this one is $17.99 for the asparagus fern, 6-inch, and I have a quantity of 3. And just to show you, this is a nice little cash pot that I got at a discount store. Very Afrocentric, right? But look how this pot just dresses it up. Just like, she looks cute. She's cute. She's ready to go. I love her. I love her. So yes, that's the asparagus fern. Put that. You're typing it in there. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So let me move on. All right. So we did that asparagus fern. Okay. Now moving a little different and in a little different direction to succulents. And when I can't say when I first got into the houseplant community, this is going back years. I did not know how to take care of this succulent. Like, I would kill succulents. They would come into my house and I would just instantly kill them. Because you know why? I would always overwater it. And I wouldn't give it efficient light until I learned how to water it. So succulents, you see how you like, what? How would you go about watering something like this? Oh my God, can you move the leaf? No, this leaf is so plump. It's full of water. So what you want to do, you want to bottom water it. So you want to get a bowl. Is there a bowl? Can you show me that bowl? I just got like a plastic bowl or glass bowl, doesn't matter. Fill it with water and just put your succulent in it. And you can do this for all succulents, even the succulents that are planted in terracotta. Terracotta's porous. It'll wick the water up. Just fill it up halfway. Put your succulent in there. Sit it in there for 30 minutes. Let it suck up as much moisture as it needs to, and then just dump. Just take it out of the water and just put it in this decorative cash pot. That's all you do. But it's like, well, when do I need to water it? Well, these are succulents, so they store the water in the leaves. So what you're going to do when you know the plant needs to be watered is you're going to do a light squeeze. You're going to do the taco test. If the plant kind of puckers up, kind of like if you ever see your skin, it kind of wrinkles up when you press it, that means it's dehydrated. That's when you water it. You never water succulents on a schedule. You let the plant tell you when it needs water. And succulents will tell you when it needs water because the leaves will feel very like limp. Now, when it's like the leaves are kind of like, looks like it's bursting out like water, or it's like a little mushy, that means you overwatered it. So you don't want to overwater it. Okay. But what I find with succulents is if you bottom water, they love it, they thrive, and also give them good light, high light. Not direct sunlight, but really good. Some direct for a certain period, but they like some good intense light. And I actually have these under grow light. So yeah. All right. So that's the succulent Echeveria. So I have 2 in stock currently. And that Echeveria, and it's spelled Echeveria. That particular one is $15.99. This one, and it's in a 5-inch pot. Oh, I'll spell it again. Echeveria. Succulent. Echeveria. It's so funny. It's like some of these names a lot of the names are like Latin, And I could have sworn I used to work with someone. His last name was Echeverria. It's the same. It's the same as the second. Yeah, Raul Echeverria.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same spelling. It's weird.
How
Okay.
much was it?
That one was $15.99, and I have 2 of them in stock. Okay. So, is everybody okay? Could you guys, could I get like a heart emoji or something just to make sure you guys are okay? I'm coming through okay. Just want to make sure I didn't lose you guys. Okay. No heart emojis. No. It's okay. It's okay. All right. All right. So moving on to one that I really like. Okay. So the next one is the Epipremnum aureum, aka Marble Queen Paphos. Look at her. Oh my God. I actually think this might be Snow Queen because the marbling and the variegation is a lot. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Thumbs up, Lynn. Thank you so much. I do like, I did notice that the marbling is very, it's almost, it's whiter because I actually have one and I've been growing it for about a year or so. But look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. I neglect this plant, and this plant is just fantastic. But you notice that these are both supposedly called marble queens, but I think this one might be the snow, which typically is a little bit more money, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I think they look different, right? You do? They look different, right? Like this one's more like a white cream, and this one's just. I mean, they obviously had different mother plants, but I like this one. I like this one, but I've had it for about almost a year as a tiny little plant, and she has just grown so beautifully. I mean, isn't she pretty?
Yeah,
She's pretty. Beautiful. She's pretty. I like her. I like this queen. Okay, so I only have one of these. I think this is a 6-inch. This one's $24.99. I have one of these. And just to give you an idea of what it would look like in a decorative pot, I'm just going to take one of these. And she's pretty. Isn't she pretty? Like it just changes, like a plant like this will change the mood in the room. Just like, oh my God, you just have all this beautiful foliage just spilling out of this pot. It's just beautiful. Just make sure you cover the nursery pot. So, all right. So Marble Snow Queen Paphos, $24.99. Yep, thank you so much. Okay, put that there. Don't move. Okay. So I did that. Okay. Now, moving on to something totally different. Could you do me a favor? Give me those plants, those airplanes right there. This is the first.
These ones, right?
No, the airplanes. No, the airplanes.
Oh,
right,
right.
Those. Yeah.
You want the?
You can keep the tray. Yeah, give me the tray. Yeah, just keep it in there. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So listen, I have some really unique air plants. They're blooming. So I only have a few of them. Like I have I have a few of the larger air plants. But look at this. She's blooming. She's absolutely adorable. Now, if you know anything about air plants, air plants are from the bromeliad family and Tillandsia. And actually, could you do me a favor and give me that plant over here and that next to that cloche? Just pull it out. Yeah, just pull it out. You just pick it up. Yep. I had this. This was a Tillandsia. It had a flower coming out of it. And it's from the same family. Very easy to take care of. This one is actually obviously planted. But this is an air plant. It's still alive. It's still blooming. It's still doing its thing. And I just wanted to share with you kind of what family it comes from. It's the bromeliad family. But if you have a bromeliad kind of like this, or maybe some of them, you've seen them in the grocery store, and they look like they were like painted or something like that, come in like oranges and reds, and they have this like funny looking flower coming out of the middle of it. The way that I was taught to water that plant is you water it from the top. This is called the tank. So once you fill the tank up with water, the water then seeps down to the roots of the plant.
The camera was a little too high.
Oh, the camera. I'm sorry. What?
Show where it was again, but like
Oh,
a little
sorry.
lower.
Right
so
here?
You can see.
Can you see it? Okay.
Waiting for it to. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you fill the tank with the water, and then what it'll do, it'll trickle down to the roots. But once you turn, like I can actually pluck some of these leaves out and actually make my own air plant, but I haven't done that yet. But this is such a cute way to display plants. These air plants are so different.
Yeah, Allie said those are mine.
What's that? Those are mine. Yeah. All right. So I want to show you because I got this like driftwood. I purchased this a while ago. Yeah, this driftwood. I purchased this. I forget where I got it from. Maybe it was Amazon. But look how nicely you can display your air plants. And it could just like it could just transform a little space. Let's say you have a small desk in an office. You have a little bit of light, but you just have a small space, and you want to put something pretty, something earthy. Air plants is the way to go. I even have like these air plants. It kind of look like horns, but it's a live plant, and it just so happens to be not rooted. But this is some way you can display them. You can also get like one of those terracotta dishes and kind of like display your air plants in it. It's very like
Higher.
it's very
Higher.
higher. I'm sorry. it's a very different type of look, whatever. And again, like driftwood, very inexpensive. I think I got this on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did. This is another type of air plant. She's like Frawny. She's cute. I keep her kind of moist. And then yeah, and then once they start flowering, there is some flowers that die, but once they flower, the plant is happy. So keep doing what you're doing. When it flowers, just keep doing what you're doing, and your plant is going to reward you with blooms and get nice and big. Oh, sorry, it's not. Oh, is that better? Oh, sorry, thank you. Tilt it. Ooh, sorry. Okay, all right. So as far as the large air plants, I have. And honestly, I just classify them as large. They come in much larger sizes. I have these two large. I have two of these, and they are priced at $15 each. These air plants, and then I have these two smaller air plants, and these are priced at $8. So you got that?
Yep.
All right. So large. 15, and the two smaller ones, $8. Okay. Went over that. Okay.
2 in stock for each.
Yeah, 2 in stock. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me just put those over here. All right. But these are great. Okay. All right. Now moving on to my favorites. So it's Sunday. What do we do at church? We pray, right? So I have the Maranta, a couple Maranta plants. This is the prayer plant. Look at the foliage on this. And honestly, prayer plants in certain climates, they can be challenging. They can be difficult because what happened is that the leaves are very thin, very like delicate. You need to give them high humidity. The way that you do, most homes are not like high humidity, but the way that you can do that is you can sit the plant in like a pebble tray. So you get like a tray or something like this. And you'll put some pebbles in it, and you put some water at the bottom of it and just sit the plant on top of it. So the plant's not just like sitting in a whole bunch of water. but it keeps moisture around the roots of the plant, which the plant actually loves. Now, if you know anything about prayer plants and marantas, they live definitely in the understories of the tropics, right? Almost like ground cover, close to water elements, like so it helps to keep the plant hydrated, not soaked, but hydrated. So you're basically with the pebble tray, you're trying to mimic that by keeping the roots moist and you're keeping it evenly moist. Um, you can also put the plant in a dome if you have like a dome or some type of like, but it's like, well, I want to display it out. Yes, but we're trying to keep the plant alive and you can take it out from time to time, but to keep that high humidity, you need something to help it along. And putting it in a dome or something that light can penetrate as well is very important. What happen is you don't give it enough humidity, you'll start to see crisping on the ends of it. There's a little crisp here, but that's okay. But when you're not giving it the correct amount of humidity, you'll see a lot of crisping, and the growth will be slow, sluggish, very small. It just won't look like a good. It's not going to look good. But um, the other thing too, you want to make sure that you give it distilled water. Do not give it city tap water because the minerals and chlorine in the tap water really damage the tips of the plant, of the leaves. This plant in particular does not like it. Also, the fern, they don't like tap water. A lot of plants really don't like tap water unless it's an aeroid, and we'll get into that another time. But they don't like tap water, and you'll see it reflecting in the crispy edges of the leaves. Okay, but this one is beautiful. There's some new growth. There's actually it's starting to flower, so she's happy. She's happy. And just to give you an idea of what it would look like, let's say this is my decorative cash pot. I put it in here, and she is just lovely. She is just lovely, and she's just gonna grow and grow and grow and do a funny, like, she's not gonna trail like your pothos, but it'll extend and kind of like sprawl out. But once you get the humidity down, you get the watering down, she's just a lovely plant. I'm telling you, she's absolutely beautiful. Now, as far as like, okay, why do they call it the prayer plant? So during the day, the plant's leaves are somewhat down, even though it kind of looks like it's kind of up. But at night, it turns its leaves up because these leaves actually have hinges. I don't know if you can see that. Plants are smart. Plants are smart. I when I got this plant and I had it against a bunch of my plants in my bedroom, and it was about 7 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden I saw something move over by the plants, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why are the plants moving? And I just noticed that the maranta, it lifted up its leaves in the prayer position because it was, the sun was going down. I don't know how it knows to do that, but it does it. So, but again, this is the lemon lime maranta 4-inch, and this one is $15.99, and I have 3 of them in stock.
We got Duty and Beauty Adventure saying, "Hey sis."
Hey there. How you doing, Colette? Thanks for joining. I was just going over the prayer plant. Now moving on to another prayer plant. Now you'll hear me going back and forth from the Latin name of the plant to the common name for the plant. So the common name for this plant is a prayer plant, right? Or the other one I showed you was lemon lime. I forget which one this one is, but the scientific name for this one is Leucanura maranta. Okay, but it behaves the same exact way as the lemon lime. It during the day, actually, you can see the leaves are going down, and at night it's gonna twist the hinge and actually go up in a prayer position because it's called a prayer plant. But this one is the Lacrimosa Maranta 4-inch. I have 3 of these in stock. Same care. You want to make sure distilled water. Make sure you keep high humidity. Even if you don't do a pebble tray, maybe get one of these trays that you can get it from like any like big box, Home Depot. Not this big, but just sit it in like a very small inch of water, distilled water, just to keep that humidity around it and keep it in a bright spot, not high humidity. Excuse me, not high light, like a south facing window. Do not do that. It will burn. But gentle light, such as your east facing window, maybe west, maybe pull it back a little bit. But this plant, the prayer plants, will reward you with some beautiful, beautiful foliage. Okay. So that one's, yes, the Lacrimosa 4-inch is sorry, the same price is $15.99. Sorry. $15.99. Same as the lemon lime Maranta. Okay. All right. Moving on. So now I have this is an aroid I actually have. Actually, I grew this one from a cutting. This is the Monstera adansonii. Some folks call it the Swiss cheese plant. That's the common name for it. But she's an absolutely easy plant to take care of. I think the foliage is just stunning. And this plant can grow and also trail. So let me show you the mother plant where I cut it from. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You needed this one.
Okay, good. There we go. Okay, there we go. Look at this girl. So this is the mother plant that it came from. So if you see this plant and that it came from a cutting came from this is how big your plant can grow. And I mean, I only had this plant. I had this plant less than a year. It was half the size. It wasn't doing all this. I did put it on a moss pole, so I do have it in there. It's starting to latch in there. But the plant that I'm selling, I think that's a 3-inch. That Monstera adansonii, and adansonii is ADANSONII, or you can call it the Swiss cheese plant.
Mm-hmm.
That one's $12, and I have 2 of them in stock. 2 of them in stock. Okay. All right, let me put her back. But I love that plant. That's a stunning plant. I just absolutely love it. Okay, I love her. Okay. All right. And the way that you take care of this particular plant, this is an aroid, so it does produce like aerial roots. It's also an epiphyte, where epiphyte plants do not need to be submerged, like the roots don't need to be submerged in soil per se. They latch on to trees, and they'll actually grow from like a tree, and then they'll grow aerial roots. I'm not saying it correctly. Aerial roots, and then they'll suck up the moisture from other parts within the jungle to get the nutrients to the actual plant to make it bigger and grow. Now, if anybody knows about aerial roots, this is how I understand it to be. If anyone's seen the like Tarzan, like when we were kids, and you saw Tarzan like swinging from a vine, like where's he getting all these vines from? Those are aerial roots that grow from like that come from like large plants like monsteras and other aroid plants that grow very large roots like that. I don't see if I have anyone there, because most of the plants that I have for sale right now are not aroids. Yeah, that's the other one, but no, we can't. Like I was gonna try to show like the roots of a plant, but I have it in another discussion for another time. We don't want to get into it, but I just wanted to share with you that this is something I grew. It's an aroid, but she's a very, very, very happy plant. I have another one as well. So there's 2 of those. Again, $12 for those, and those are in a 3-inch pot. Now I have something called a Purchura aquatica, aka the Chinese money tree. Now it's so confusing sometimes. You're like, the money plant, the money tree, the Chinese money plant. They're they're different. But this is the Chinese money tree, and you can typically tell because usually they're like braided. And I have two of them in stock. The plant is braided, but she's such a cute plant. It's good to have a money tree, right? It comes with like, you have it in your home, it gives you good luck and good vibes. So I definitely recommend everybody having a money tree in their home. You don't necessarily grow money from the tree. We can only wish, but it's supposedly good luck. And it comes in this beautiful braided form. This particular money tree is, I think it's a 4-inch pot. Yeah, I think this is 4-inch. This is $17.99. And they're absolutely stunning. I actually acquired one recently. Mine is a little bit of a stump, but and I actually planted it. I let it acclimate, and then I planted it, and I have it under good light. But she's just so beautiful. Like, I just love the foliage on this particular plant. I just love how it grows, right? Now, you will notice on plants, and this is totally normal, there's some blemishes here and there. As a plant parent, I've learned to embrace the blemishes. I'm kind of like in that, you ever heard the term wabi sabi? It's a Japanese philosophy to embrace imperfections. And I've learned over the years to embrace my imperfections as a human being, all my flaws, physical, other flaws that I have with myself. I have absolutely embraced that. Well, I'm still working on it, but I've embraced it as much as I can for now, but I'm still working on it, still work in progress. But I've also related that to my plants, because plants, they're imperfect. If you go to the jungle, yeah, we may have a curated collection here at the home, and you may not see a flaw on it, but that's not how it is in the real life, in the jungle, right? So, but what I'm saying is you just want to kind of embrace the imperfections of it, and embrace it. By embracing it, you make it beautiful and you accept it. Like, one time someone took a picture of me and they used all these filters, and I saw the picture and I came back with a slim nose and not a single blemish on my face. And I said, who the heck is that? And she was like, well, it's just a filter. I'm like, change it back. I don't like it, because I've learned to accept my flaws. And that's what I want to convey to you and share with you, so that you appreciate even the flaws in your plants. They're not going to be perfect. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox for that. But speaking of this, so I have the money tree. You just to give the plant, depending on if you get this particular plant, you want to give it some height. I like this elongated type of pot for that particular plant. I don't know why. It just gives it just more of a look than just putting it in something like flat. Like, let's say I put it in this, or it's rounded at the bottom. It's okay. But once you put this particular plant in something like this, I think it just it just elevates it. So it's not just about plants, about plant styling, and like, also utilizing your person, like picking pots and pairing pots and pairing plants that kind of go with your personality. I think that's a great thing. But again, the Chinese money tree, $17.99. I have 2 in stock.
Sorry, I'm just reading the instructions again. 1 second.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Just because it's so far up in the thread.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we were going to go through the string of pearls. Unfortunately, this happens. This happens in the plant world. I had some string of pearls. They're not doing so well. I can't sell them to you. At some point, I'll get another batch of them, and I'll let you know when we have the string of pearls. But the string of pearls are on that post from the 12th on Facebook. So, but I can't sell them to you because I would never sell that, So, all right. So the next one we have.
Sorry. I have money tree for $17.99. Did I
Yes.
miss one?
No, you're fine. Money tree, $17.99. Yep, you're fine. Okay. String of pearls. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay. The next one is the ZZ plant. the African ZZ plant. Okay, got some nice ZZ plants, and the ZZ plant more recently has become a little bit more common, but a few years ago it wasn't as common, especially the one I'm going to show you that I have in my collection. I have just a regular standard green ZZ, which is absolutely stunning, beautiful. These are 4-inch pots. This is a 4-inch pot, but she is so beautiful. Look how many stalks or stalks she has. I mean, she's beautiful. And when you give them good light, they grow bigger. They have this like statuesque, like sculpture look to it, and it can really transform a space if you have a beautiful big ZZ just like happy. The ZZ is also a low light tolerant plant. Doesn't mean no light. It just means it could tolerate a lower light and it'll still be okay. But just don't put it in like a dark spot, dark corner, and just forget about it. She won't be happy. How you take care of this plant? This plant has something called tubers. They look like potatoes. That's where they store the water. So you don't want to overwater this plant. Like let's say you're giving it medium light, nothing spectacular. You can get away with watering this plant once a month and it'll be happy. I would suggest doing a bottom water, like I said before. Get you like a bowl or pot, fill it with some water, and just sit your ZZ plant right in it and let it wick up and suck up the water that it needs. Let it sit there for 30 minutes, and then when you're done, just put it back in this decorative pot, and that's it. I've actually gifted a ZZ plant to a friend. And I said, just where she placed it was in a north-facing window, which does not get a lot of light. It gets consistent light, but it's not like really bright, intense light. I said, water it once a month. She waters it once a month. It's grown substantially since she's had it. Now, if you're giving it a lot of light, let's say south-facing, which this plant can take south-facing, it's going to grow a lot. So you may have to water it more than your typical, you typically would water a ZZ plant. But yeah, don't overwater it. It stores the water in the rhizomes. And speaking of which, I actually have something called a Raven ZZ, which is your black ZZ. Ooh. Now, this was an experiment that I did. And you notice this plant is not in soil. It's in LECA. Yeah. Now, LECA, just give me a little information here. This stands for light expandable clay aggregate. So this plant is not sitting in soil. It just has a small little water reservoir at the bottom of this, and you see the roots. The roots are just sucking up the water where it needs when it needs it. That's it. It's not sitting in a whole bunch of water. It's not the tubers, which actually you can see the tuber here. It looks like a potato right here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. That's where it stores the water. And she's happy since I've had her. I've had her almost a year. It was maybe maybe 3 little stalks. This one's a new one. This one's a new one. This one's a new one. I absolutely love this plant. And when the new stalks come in, they come in green, and then they eventually turn to this beautiful black raven color. Okay.
Got Shorta 8096 on, sending love from Maze Landing.
Oh, hey Sean, hey sis. Oh, that's my sister.
Yes, I
Yay. Oh, you guys make me feel so happy supporting me. I'm almost done, but I appreciate you guys. I really, really do.
I missed the one on that.
Oh, sorry. The 4-inch ZZ. This is the 4-inch ZZ plant. This particular ZZ plant is $16.99, and I have 3 of them in stock. 3. Okay. All right. Oh, I wanted to show you this too, guys. Like I said before, I'm not only into like plants, house plants, but I'm also into plant styling. So I just kind of like mess around with certain things. This is a Hoya plant, and eventually I do want to start selling Hoyas. And I got this pot from I think Home Goods or something like that a couple years ago. And I never actually found a plant to actually pot it in, but look how cute this is, right? Like the pot is like pinkish, And then I have this beautiful like trailing plant just like cascading in there. I think it just, what do you think, Yadira? Does it complement it well? It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, she's pretty. She's pretty. But if you know anything about Hoyas, once you give them good light, they sun stress and the foliage gets really nice and pink. They also bloom, and the fragrance is just lovely. Some of them, some of the fragrance smells like chocolate, as if you like chocolate. Some of us don't like chocolate. But sorry, I called her out.
I'm gonna get my honeysuckle tree and I'll be fine.
Yes, yes. But the plant blooms. It smells amazing, and any type of Hoya is just an easy care plant overall. There's hundreds of Hoyas, and I'm dying to get the Hoyas in my inventory so that I can sell to you guys. But beautiful, beautiful plant. But I wanted to show you that Hoya and also the pot that I'm thinking about putting it in. So, all right. So moving on to a few plants, and we're almost done. That are not posted on that June 12th post. This first one is it's a begonia. It's a Soli mutata. Mutata. Ooh, look at that begonia. Look at her. She's beautiful. Like the foliage is just like unbelievable. It's very like perforated just a bit. But also whimsical. Like look at the deep green. And depending on what type of light you give it, sometimes begonias can like give a shimmering shine back, you know. But this is your like Rex begonia. There's different types of begonias where they have like canes. They're like your begonia mulata, not the mulata. I'm sorry. Oh, the polka dot begonia. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm getting all these names mixed up, but those are cane begonias where they actually grow from like stalks or canes. This one's Rex or rhizomatic begonia because they have these rhizomes in the bottom where the roots are, and they just kind of grow and pop out new leaves all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, begonias can be tricky, but if you keep them moist, not wet, moist, they will be happy. And how I have them moist, what I do is you can get these like trays, you can get these from like Home Depot. And you put like a small inch of distilled water in it. You could, it'll suck it up through the day. Just a small inch of distilled water, not tap water.
And we got a question in the chat.
Oh,
When you
sure.
finish.
Okay, no problem. And you just basically sit the plant in there and just make sure that the very bottom is just, touching the water. And you put it in a bright spot. I have mine under grow lights and the plant is happy. When you don't keep it moist, you can definitely expect some crispy leaves, crispy ends. You can see leaves falling off. You're not giving it enough humidity. You can also mist it while it's sitting in an inch of water. But if you don't keep them consistently moist, it's gonna show, and you're gonna get crispy ends, and the plant's gonna just not be happy. I've killed enough begonias to know now how to take care of them. So, but just keep them moist, not waterlogged, just moist. But what was the question?
So Sean asked, what is, she needs something that's easy to care for, and she'd like to keep it in her office at work. What do you suggest?
Well, thank you for the question. So the question is like, what type of light do you have there? Do you have light from like a window? What direction is that window facing? Is it north, south, east, west? Do you have artificial light supplements? Like if you're in an office, sometimes offices have cubicles and they have the under counter lighting that could work fine, but it's really what type of light do you have? If you don't know, I would say easy plant would definitely be the ZZ plant because it acclimates very well and it's low light tolerant. Just easy care. You know, you're in the office, you're working all the time, you forget to water things. This one will be just fine. So it's just about drought tolerant. So I'd say the ZZ is a good one. Another one that would probably be really good is the Marble Queen Pothos. The Marble Queen Pothos. But actually, I take that back. No, the pothos in general. This particular one, since it's all this variegation, does need a little bit more light than your regular pothos. Because sometimes pothos you could put in like dark spots and it'll still grow. But when you see variegation like this and you want to keep the variegation, it requires a little bit more light. What'll happen is it'll still grow, but it'll start to revert all green from this variation. It'll just go all green because you're not giving it enough light. Hope that makes sense. Okay, to revert.
And you got one more question. Regina is on the line as well, and she says that she has a window in her office, but she's not sure what direction it's facing, but she just wants to be able to give it a little water and singing, and it's good to grow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the thing when you're picking plants, and I used to do this when I first started, this journey. I say, "Oh, I like that plant. I'm going to take it and bring it in my house." But I never asked myself, what are the conditions that I have in my house for the plant to thrive? And things you have to know as a plant parent is the direction of the sun, where it's coming from. Not your fault. I made that mistake all the time. Don't worry about it. But what you want to do is you want to start with easy plants, such as the ZZ plant.
Okay.
If you don't know the direction of the sun, you get light, you want to just you want a plant that's really easy. I'd say, again, the ZZ plant, or even if it's decent light, I would even say the African mask. Yes. The alocasia poly or African mask. I would say something like this. But just you have to remember, you have to keep it moist too. Not waterlogged, just moist, because she's happy when she's moist. Okay? So those, I would say from the collection that I have, those are easy.
Okay.
Also what's easy too is this is the aeroid, like I said before. This is the Monstera adansonii. If it's good light, bright indirect light, not direct light, indirect light, this one's gonna thrive too. So I'd say those three: ZZ plant, alocasia poly, or this Swiss cheese plant. Yeah. Okay. So you believe the window's north facing? Yeah. So this will be fine because I gave someone a ZZ plant north facing, and a year later the plant is just popping out stalk after stalk. She's alive, and she literally waters it like once a month. She neglects the plant, and the plant is still living. So that would be a great plant for you if you're interested in that plant. Okay. So the Soli Mutata, that one's 4 inches. This one here, sorry, I never give you the price of this one. This one's 4 inches, and it's $21.99. You got it.
I hope that's both.
You just say begonia mutata, or it's actually called the common name is sun changing begonia, 4 inch, $21.99.
I can't edit it, so I just have to put it again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next begonia is called the Rex Zumba, and I know everybody's been to a Zumba class at some point in their life. Let me make sure it's but this one is so cute. Zumba. You know what? It looks like tie-dye. And I've actually been to a Zumba class, and they actually had tie-dye. It was just like that. So now I know why they call it Zumba. So begonia Zumba. Ooh, she's cute. Okay. So again, this one, 4 inch, $21.99. Same as the other one. And same type of care. You want to keep it in a very small tray of water, just to keep it moist. Make sure it's distilled, not tap water. And you can occasionally mist it like this just to keep the humidity around the plant and give it good light. No direct light. North or east facing would be fine for this plant too, but just want to keep in mind it's not an easy care plant. It's a lovely plant. I love it, but if you're a beginner plant, just want to caution you. But it's a beautiful plant. Okay. Let me put that in there. Thank you. Now this one, I have two of these. This one's a different one. This is the Silver Coral Bells, and it has this very metallic look. It kind of shimmers. Like if you put it up to the light, it shimmers. It looks fake, but it's a real plant. This is, again, Silver Coral Bells. Has a metallic foliage. It's 4 inches. It's a rare type of begonia. So this was $24.99 for this particular plant. But she's lovely, and actually she looks really nice in this pot here. It's very like whimsical. Yeah. All right. And that one's, you put that 24 now. Okay. So I think that's it. Yeah, guys, I think we're past 3 minutes past the time. And again, for those who have joined a little late, again, I do apologize. I'm working with like dual platforms. So this is obviously YouTube, but to place an order, the majority of the photos of the plants are posted on my Facebook page for Plant Essence. Underneath each of the photos is the caption, and it has the price of the plant. So if you are interested in that plant, take a screenshot of the plant that you want, draft up an email with your information and screenshots of all the plants that you want, and I'll send you an invoice that will include the shipping. If you live close by, if you want me to like meet you halfway and deliver it to you without paying the shipping, I'm totally fine with that. Just let me know. And once the invoice is paid within 24 hours, I'll then begin to package your order, and I'll let you know once it gets shipped out, which could give me a window about 2 weeks or so. It's going to be shorter than that. I just give a window of about 2 weeks or so, just to set the expectation of when you should receive it. But that's it. Anything else in the chat? No. All right. Well, thanks for joining, everybody, and I hope to see your orders and hope to see you soon as well. I like I said before, I do plan to host these once a month, and when I get new plants in, I'll let you guys know. Seasonal plants too, for like they're still house plants, but like in the fall time, there's a new selection of plants that come out. I'm going to show those to you. I do plan to get things like aroid plants. I do plan to get Hoyas, other types of plants that are not so common. Ooh, could you do me a favor? Could you open that dome and just take out one of those plants? It's an Anthurium. Just take one.
This one?
Yeah, just take. Yeah. Oh, watch it. You don't want to prick yourself. This is. I plan to get plants. My anticipation is to get plants that look like this. This is the Anthurium. It's a hybrid. And right now I'm growing it in a cloche that keeps in that humidity. A lot of these plants like a lot of humidity, guys. But this plant gets ginormous, big and beautiful. Out, Spivey! Out!
Go.
Out! Out! Get out! Get out! Out! Out!
Bye, Spivey.
Sorry. So I plan to have plants like this. Out! So stay tuned. All right. That's it. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, send me the price of the plant you suggest. I sure will. Bravo. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, She's a pain in the butt, Spivey. Yes, the ZZ 16.99. Yes. All right. All right, guys. It's a delay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's showing me picking up the thing from over there just now.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I'll just give it about 5 minutes or so everybody can, okay. Maybe you can't tell if they logged off, can you? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should be able to, right?
I don't think I do. Okay.
Oh, top messages. Okay.
Okay. Let me just hit that. All right, guys. That's it.